Well, it's been a long job, but all the upgrades on this 90 convertible are complete. It's got AFR 185 heads, a trick flow stage 2 cam, Edelbrock Performer RPM II manifold, Western Motorsports big tube cold air intake system. It's got a catch can, new McLeod Super Street clutch, bunch of other little goodies on it, and it's ready to go. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and prime this motor, run some quick system checks, and then see if it fires up. Wish me luck.
Before putting the upper intake on, do a fuel system pressure check by jumpering the fuel pump and look carefully for leaks throughout the system, but especially around the rails and injectors. It can be hard to see these areas after the upper intake is on, and if there's a leak, you can have a serious fire when you start the car.
We're going to hook the power up. Let's see if the alarm goes off. There's positive. Got the key handy in case the alarm does go off. Fox bodies. Okay, hopefully that's disarmed. All right, let's proceed with some system checks. Okay, so turn data log on. We're going to key the car to run, and we're going to watch for fuel pump. Fuel pump cycles. Goes through the prime cycle. Fire the data log up. Temperature 62 degrees, that's probably about right. Throttle 1.25. Oh no. Throttle ratched 1.25, TPS 0.92. Cycle the throttle, rolls up 4.75 volts. That all looks good. Barometric pressure 25.5, be about right for Calgary. Okay, so those base system checks look good. So we're going to take our handy primer tool, which is a socket welded to some extensions. And because this AC car sits a little tall in there, we've taped another extension to it. Then I use a drill bit drive with a 1/4 inch drive on the end here. Remember, it's a Ford, so it's got to rotate in reverse. So we're going to slip this tool down in here. We're going to feel for it being engaged. Okay, now you're going to watch the oil pressure gauge. It's not moving at all? Well, there's so much back pressure, you can see the drill smoking. Well, we hit our first snag. The factory gauge doesn't work. So I've installed a mechanics gauge on here because we can't start this car with no oil pressure. Judging by the oil that was coming out where I put the gauge on, I'm pretty sure we got oil pressure, but let's just see. $60 psi. Well, we're made of oil pressure. That's good. Now I can retrieve our tool. Now, if you do like I do, weld this together, you don't lose the tool in the car. Now the distributor's been run, but the cam is new. So I'm going to get a little of this distributor lube, which I have in this baggie, on the gear. That looks nice and greasy. Now, we're on top dead center number 1. And our cap will be marked so we know number 1 is going to be right here, right where the adapter bolts in. So we want to turn this distributor so that we get it right about there. Okay, now we drop it in. Oh, and if we're monumentally lucky, it just goes in place. How's about that? Crazy. This just has to be in the neighborhood in order to start. And I got a new cap and rotor and everything for this project, but we're just going to try and start it, so we're not going to worry too much about that. I do need to hook up the TFI module though. Let's do that. All right. And we'll get these wires hooked up and be right back. Well, we've reached the critical moment. My wife's going to turn this car over and we'll see if it fires. Go ahead. Okay, that's good. This time when it fires, use your right foot and just feather that gas pedal a little bit to try and keep it running, okay? Oil pressure came up, looked good. Everything sounded fine. Okay, shut down. I know we're way off on timing here. Try it again. Down. Let's pull the spout and do the real timing. Okay, start it again. Keep it running. Shut down! Start up. Looks like our throttle stop isn't open far enough. See how we do with that. Little header smoke, totally normal. Looks like a runner. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on future videos.